Whoa, it's the state of the art.
I'm back in this bitch. I'm back in this bitch.
I've returned. Same like last video. Form your own opinion on series. Timestamps in the description, and spoiler words all around. So, let's begin. Flcl is so special to me. From the animation, the world, the chaos, and the story, it is amazing. I first got into this series because it was playing on Adult Swim. I stumbled onto it one night and I just sat in the dark watching the chaos unfold in front of my eyes. I was so confused about the message, though I kinda get it a little bit now that I'm older. I think it's about growing up in puberty. From Nato growing a horn being a reference to you-know-what, to Haruko existing in a matter to flirt with and tease Nata on the regular. This series truly shows the mysteries in everything. People perceive what they think is true, though we all know it's false. People lie and hide problems from others. Life can come at you in weird and mysterious ways, and you just have to work with that chaos, whether you like it or not. That's just growing up. I want to bring up one final thing about Flcl, and that's the soundtrack. Moments are topped off with songs from the J-Rock band The Pillows. Every song uses the perfect cherry on top of story beats. Some of my favorite songs that they use are Crazy Sunshine, Brand New Love Song, I Think I Can, Lil Buster, and my all-time favorite, Hybrid Rainbow. Please, if you have time to watch 6 episodes, please give Flcl a chance. It'll keep a lasting impression on you, trust. Also warning, this series is quite horny. Hunterxhunter is special. There's no better way to put it. The world, the power system that could give you a headache at times, Gon having more depth than just a happy-go-lucky pro tag, Killua being one of those best friends characters that has so much darkness around his past, Kuroko was so cool, and the entirety of the York New arc was gas. Rio was always a character that you could always rely on. Except for when he did that one thing during the Hunter exams, you know what I'm talking about. Biscuit was not part of the main cast, but she was so cool. It is one of my favorite characters in Hunterxhunter. Also, Hisoka's a mad pedophile. If you're a fan of shonens like me and you have not seen Hunterxhunter, please go watch it. And please pronounce it Hunterxhunter and not Hunter Cross Hunter. Also, why did the 1999 anime want Kuroko and Rio to fuck so much?
If you want to taste the ground, feel free to attack me.
Batosa the Manslayer. He is truly a man of legends.
That girl will taste every ounce of my revenge.
Before I start with this one, I want to say, I do not respect the creator, I do not respect what he did, and I read this series before I knew what he did. With that being said, this series was special to me. Rurouni Kenshin is a period piece before every video game ever was only a period piece. God damn, bro, like, it's only ball and gun game nowadays. Anyway, this is the most emotional and immersive manga I have ever seen. Now, this still is a battle shonen, but battles are realistic. It feels like every slash, stab, and cut done to one another could be the end of their life and or the match. Now, it does have more magical elements by the end of the series, but it's still connected to the immersion of the story. I always love shonen protagonists that are haunted by their past, and Kenshin is a character that is killed constantly in his past, and is still haunted to it to this day. He vowed to never kill again, to the point where he has a reversed blade katana, one of my favorite katanas in all of anime. Kenshin is so kind and caring, making sure that he can help everybody to where he won't even kill his opponent. Except Shishio, he technically killed himself. Now, all that positive stuff I said about Rurouni Kenshin, I will say, do not watch or read it if you cannot take art away from the artist. If you can, please give this series a try. When the anime for Attack on Titan started airing in like 2013, I remember hearing everybody talking about how amazing it was. And I didn't watch it until like 2021. I am impressed I didn't get spoiled. I watched Attack on Titan after Full Metal and was impressed by the series. This is probably some of the best writing in any anime and manga that I have seen. From the scenes that stay in your head forever, like Edwin telling everybody to keep moving, to Mikasa's rage from Eren getting kidnapped, to Reiner and Berthold telling Eren that they were the Colossal and Armored Titan, this series just kept getting better and better. When I finished season 3, they announced season 4, and I was so hyped. I remember every Sunday at 1, a new episode would come out. It was like everybody came together in unison just to talk about an episode. Every episode was just a mystery after mystery till we found out Eren was on the island and is currently having the scouts raid the island. The ending is one of the most insane endings to any anime I've ever seen. Now, I'm not going to spoil every single thing that happens because I would like others to give Attack on Titan a try in case they have not seen it. I like how I said that I pretty much just spoiled half the series.
どうしたの？元気ないね。そう、失恋したんだ。
Now, I want to start by getting a bit personal. By saying, I've not been in a relationship like ever. I always think to myself that maybe I never found the perfect person for myself. I always ask myself, what is the perfect lover? And I still don't have the answer to that yet. Now, I have the question for you. What is the perfect lover to you? Some might say someone that's just like them. Others might say someone who's the complete opposite. Whatever image you have in your head of the perfect lover, imagine finding that in video form. And imagine you can just see that video over and over and over again. Now, imagine that lover coming out of your screen into the real life, and they are not at all what you wanted. And that's Video Girl Eye. When I first went to Video Girl Eye, I was expecting like a cute little ecchi romance series. But what I got was a series filled with identity crisis, well-written characters, and amazing romance. All written by a creator that started out to me fairly unknown and became one of my favorite manga authors. I don't want to spoil this series, like, at all. But I do want to bring up Ayamano for a minute. She was supposed to be this sweet girl that listens to all your problems, takes care of you, and is, you know, the perfect girl. But when she came out of that TV, she was way more tomboyish, more free-spirited, way more suggestive. She knows she's a video girl, and she knows she's not supposed to be acting and talking the way that she is. But since she came from a broken VCR, she's not acting the way she is. I always say that people should always live their own lives and be their own person and not let whatever your past was dictate who you want to be as a person in the future. And I feel that this series fully exemplifies that. Give Video Girl Eye a chance. I know romance animes aren't for everybody's cup of tea because y'all just want to see people fight and nothing else. But I think Video Girl Eye can make you a fan of romance. And you don't know, you might find one of its good points. Now, I pride myself on the fact that I can watch weird and strange animes. And Beezlebub is just that. This is a series about a delinquent named Oka who found a baby that is actually the son of the devil. And now he has to take care of him. I had a lot of fun with this series. It was funny, weird, and had way more battles than I was expecting. Give Beezlebub a chance if you find the plot interesting. It will be one of the most weird, fun, and strange series you will see. From the same creator as Video Girl Eye, we have Dna². Dna² was a fun series from the sci-fi and futuristic themes. I thought it was fun. I love when a character has a second side to them in animes. It's so much fun to read. This series does change genres halfway through though, which might be total whiplash to like some people, but I feel with the series that has time travel, DNA changing, and a protag that vomits every time he's in a suggestive situation, you should have really been ready for some weird stuff to happen. Unfortunately, if you want to read this series online, it doesn't have the best manga scans or translations, but it is short with only it being 5 volumes, so that's a plus. Toriko was
誰かが言った。油がたっぷり乗ったホクホクのサンマがなる木。サンマの塩焼き。
Alright, I'm not gonna do that. Toriko is a fun series. Not anything extreme, just fun. Now, as a professional fat ass, I love the like creativity and the food they had. They all looked good to eat, man. Also, the world was super cool. All those weird creatures going around, the animals, made the world so lively. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Toriko. Kuroko's basketball was the second sports anime I saw. Now I know Kuroko is just basketball with powers, but I think that's to its benefit. Games are intense and explosive where it feels like one person gets the upper hand and it can cost a whole game. Kuroko as a character has one of my favorite jokes in anime, where he is just invisible to people, to where he uses it in games to his advantage. Kuroko is a shadow of Kagami, and Kagami is a beast, but he has to go through some trials to get there. I don't want to spoil the awesomeness that is this series, so if you like basketball or you want to get into sports anime, give Kuroko no Basket a try. Now, how am I going to start Death Note without repeating everything every other YouTuber has said? Elakira was great to see, Nier was cool, and if you don't like Nier, I don't like you. The art and writing of this series is amazing. This man Light tried to play God, and we should never let anyone have that much power. Also,
I would never dream about living in a world without light.
Yes, that would be dark.
Black Cat Like Toriko was just a fun series. I don't think you'll find a profound, mind-bending series, but you will find fun battles, great artwork, and a good story to sink your teeth into. Also, please read the manga. The anime messed up the order of events and rushed through a lot of fun points in the manga.
No one knows when it'll happen next, or to whom. And so we all live in fear. Everyone!
Fire Force is great. I started watching this series when it first came out, like in 2019. I was very interested. The power system was shocking to me, fighting fire with fire. I thought the characters were cool and interesting. Shinra and Sho and their family issues. Arthur and his night problem. And it's
Excalibur!
Obi, Hinawara, Iris, and everyone in Company 8 were awesome. And other characters like Ogun were so interesting to see. Now, there is an elephant in the room that I need to talk about. Tamaki and her fan service. Now, I am able to deal with fan service, but it has to be a character I like. I'm okay with some fan service if the character I enjoy and care about and like your story and everything. I really like to love Room Food Wars. I ain't gonna say no to no boob, but Tamaki was a character I was not a fan of, like, all. So to see her on my screen like 75% of the time just not having clothes on, I'm like,
Tell that little boy to put his shirt back on.
also, Maki was a fine woman. I started My Hero from the beginning in 2016 when the anime first came out. I thought it was great. It held on the emotional beats, the characters are strange and unique, and I thought it was awesome with its action and setting. All Might was my goat of like these like big hero mentor protagonists. Midoriya's a good crybaby MC, and I know he does change eventually down the line. Bakugo pissed me off at the beginning, but then came back in the end. And side characters like Toga, Ochako, Izawa were so cool and interesting to me. Also, fuck Mineta. Little bitch. Eyeshield 21 was the third sports anime I read. Yusuke Murata's art style is so beautiful to see on pages. Now, good manga art is nothing without a good story, and Eyeshield 21 has both. A good story and amazing art. Now, I want to say that I'm not a fan of football, like, at all. So I was impressed that Eyeshield 21 made me care so much for the game. Like Kuroko, I'm not going to spoil the series because there are so many twists and turns that I feel like you could fall in love with the series. A fair warning, please read the manga. The anime doesn't have the proper ending, and you just get the beauty that is Yusuke Murata's art. Black Clover was what I wanted from Naruto to be. From the fights to the characters, I feel more connected to them. All the Black Bulls were awesome in their own ways and are just brimming with personality. Now, I know the animation cannot be the best, but I have seen some animes with worse animation. Also, you can always read the manga, which has amazing art. Also, side rants, Viz Media is hoeing the Black Clover manga. They are so behind in this series, it's not even funny. Like, they are a good, like, year behind, bro. But besides that, some of my favorite moments from the entirety of the Dark Elf arc. All the characters you love were just turned evil. Like, that blew my mind the first time I saw it. Asta's first time getting his anti-form, and like everything with Yami, Magna, Charmy, and Yuno. Black Clover is so good. Please give it a try. Especially seeing the anime is going to come back next year. You still have time to get caught up. I have a guest for this part. Hi, Angel.
My phone about to die.
Oh, okay. So what did you think about part 1?
He's alright. Mediocre as fuck. Not playing. To be honest, still probably like my second favorite part. To be like, I mean, I know most people don't really like it because of the fact that like it's not really a style. You already know how most people is, bro. Like they always start off with part 3 because they see Jotaro on like some YouTube clips or like some fucking Instagram posting like, "Ooh, I want to see that," and then when they watch it, the first thing they see is this British ass nigga. So
And
they're like,
this is not what I wanted. But like,
yeah, this is
bro.
this is not what I wanted. And then they skip the entire fucking plot because like it's like one of those things where like you have to watch like all of it to actually see how the story plays. Especially since like with part 3, it literally starts off with like old Joseph talking about like Dio and stuff, and like you don't know who the fuck he is. You don't even know. You don't even know he stole Jonathan's body.
Yeah,
Like,
it also like ruins the like emotional beats and like parts that happen. Like you won't be invested in Jotaro's like whole journey if you get part 1.
I mean, part 1 is literally just like a story plot. It's literally just telling you like the story of how like Dio was like in the damn family and shit, and what he did to Jonathan to steal his body after and all that shit. Like, yeah, they still gave like some character plot towards like the Speedwagon detonation and fucking Jonathan, but like I feel like most of it was just about Dio.
Most of it was about Dio, but I still find it fun. I still find part 1 very fun. Now, what about part 2?
Well, besides part 1, part 2 is like good as fuck. I don't really have anything against it. Part 2 is like a very like, to be honest, I feel like it was definitely better than part 3 in my opinion. Only because I don't know, I just like Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph's kind of just like a dickhead throughout, and
like he's dead ass the type of motherfucker to fight any dude, and then like as soon as he's about to get punched, they punch like a cardboard cutout of himself, and he's like somewhere across the fucking map.
Like I love
give this man a bendy straw, paper clips, and a rubber band, and I swear to God, he'll solo every fucking universe that's in this whole shit.
Also, the Pillar Men were like very fun. I didn't like AC/DC that much, but Wamu and Cars were very, 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 very fun. What was the other dude who started with the S? He had red hair.
Santana.
Yeah, Santana. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, Cars called him a dog.
How did he die? Oh yeah, he fell in a well and died.
He fell in a well and got fucking obliterated.
By the sun. All right, now let's.
They put his ass in a fucking box with like UV lights with some like Nazis and shit. And then we also got like Caesar's bubble boy ass and like Lisa's fat ass.
Let's talk about part 3.
Overrated as fuck. Not overly overrated, but it is overrated. I do like it. It's not entirely bad. Of course, like they go through like the whole like thing of like showing stands and stuff and like completely like neglecting Hamon. I mean, of course, Joseph still used Hamon, especially when he tried to trick Dio into punching him final fight. Yeah. But like with everything else, like yeah, it's like a new concept of like having creativity towards like the sole manifestation of a stand that's based off you, and then you got some dumbass nigga who controls the sun somehow. So like.
I do think that once Araki added stands, he's like, oh, my creativity is off the freaking charts now. I can make this series as weird and wild as I want it to be.
And then name it after like any band that he knows. Like, bro, like we get it. Your playlist is cool, bro.
Like we get it, the playlist is fire, bro.
Now, like he needs to make a stand that's just called Big Sosa.
Now, the villains of part 3, I do love. I think they're all fun, except for that fuck ass orangutan. Fuck that man.
I don't. With me though, with the enemies, where some of them are cliche as fuck or just like completely boring as hell. Especially the dude who controlled like that yellow slime. That like he got his ass beat to like where it was an iconic moment, but that shit was pointless as fuck, bro. Like there are so many pointless ass stands in that damn part that made no fucking sense. That it should like, bro, the goddamn the hermits, bro. The damn fly
God,
that was in the plane.
The damn hermit, yeah. Starfinger, like, yeah, I win. Lol, not really. That's not what happened.
There's a lot of stupid stuff when it came to the Egyptian gods though, like Buddhist and stuff. Like bitch who controls electricity and that stuff. That was okay, especially Abdul's ass getting socked in the chest. When it comes to like the emotional parts, especially like with them taking the picture and stuff, like of course that iconic ass shit.
Yeah. I do feel that part 3 kind of ends extremely, not really, how to say this, it ends kind of bittersweet, because like you start off with all the crew and then it ends off with only like 3 people living.
Yeah, like they gave no remorse to most of the characters, especially Abdul. Like they faked his death, and he even that he still died.
Yeah, it's extremely sad.
With the ending, with the ending of part 3 though, like yeah, it's cool that they closed the chapter, especially for a gay vampire who stole some dude's body and used it to fuck other women. Like cool, but them of course, like, you know, closing a chapter on that is like, you know, decent reasons, you know, gives them chances to release like other villains and stuff. The only thing is though is like the bullshit that we about to talk about when we get to part 6, but with how it ended, it wasn't too bad. I liked it. It's not a bad ending, because especially since, like, you know, like not everyone can fucking live. Like they did kill off like half the Crusaders.
Yeah. Now, how did you feel about part 4? Because I love part 4 a lot.
Part 4 was about dumb as shit, bro. Like, that's not saying like in a bad way. It's in a goofy way. Like,
yeah, I feel that part 4 is it goes from like, oh, this is fun, to like real genuine horror on my screen.
Like that shit dumb, because of course, like Josuke, I'm pretty sure he's 16, I think, or 17. I don't exactly remember his age. All I know is bro's a minor. It's crazy. It's crazy how this pompadour mofo that's like 16, broke as hell, dumb as hell, is like solving a murder case. Like, yeah, I understand. Like, they went to an alleyway, and then of course they found out about like a certain person that was like killing people with stands and stuff. And of course Jotaro got a link about it, because it's the guy that's trying to capture the arrow again. Because apparently there's like rumors about like, you know, Okuyasu's brother like shooting random things and shooting random people to give them stands and stuff. And he wants to, of course, like bring that back to the Speedwagon Foundation. When it comes to the concept of like Kira, I thought his character was interesting. I mean, yeah, it's literally just David Bowie, but Kira, I liked Kira. He wasn't strong, but he was very smart enough to continue his work for how long he lived and how long he has murdered like women. Like he was very smart against that. Like the only thing though is that his paranoia kept getting the best of him, so he kept losing like his cool. And when he lost his cool, he would immediately like just turn into a whole different nigga and start blowing people up, which got him caught. So the whole thing with Bites the Dust was cool as shit, because like it's the first time you see a Requiem stand, and of course the power to be able to rewind time of having a host that causes an issue. So like how he blew up like most of the damn crew, and then of course it rewound time. So now in that current day, what happened on the past day happens in the present, no matter the cost. So like if you just walk away, it's still gonna happen because it happened in that previous time. So, like, also infinite time loops of decisions that you made in past tense that affect your now world.
I do also really like the setting of Morio, just because part 3 was all over the place, and part 4 just being in one small little town that you can get like very comfortable in feels very like it shouldn't feel as fresh as it does.
Part 4, because like part 3 was all over the place, but part 4 was just absolute bullshit. Like it was literally just stirring straight stuff. Like it would go from like Josuke like walking around with Okuyasu doing that weird ass like I got a rash between my legs to like some dude biting a dog's head off.
Let's pull off the band-aid. How do you feel about part 5? Ryan?
Going from some goofy, first of all, super over fucking rated. Fuck you, Ryan. But anyways,
Ryan? Yeah.
Going from part 4's goofiness to some serious ass mafia shit is like a huge step, especially for a 16-year-old who's just trying to become like a gangstar.
Yeah.
The concept, of course, it was cool. Of course, Giordano is not a good guy. Like he was still robbing. Like he was rich and still robbing people. You know? So like, he wasn't entirely a good guy, but he still had some heart for certain things when it came to like kids using drugs. Like he hated them, so he wanted to, of course, change it for the better when it gets to like trying the boss and just whatever that is called with like who has Metallica and shit. I keep forgetting.
Dione!
Yeah.
I'm surprised I
thought-
remembered all their fucking names.
When it comes to the characters, especially like the main crew, all of them like they fit perfectly because each of them had a unique skill that helped them in each mission that they did. So like of course with the first mission where like they were trying to find out who was like messing with the boat, they used booty blues. And of course when they did the train part, that one was really good for Sticky Fingers and Sex Pistols.
Yeah.
They gave Sex Pistols to at least get a surrounding point when he shot bullets, and of course Sticky Fingers to like go around the train using zippers and closing in with the enemy. So with Narancha's like signaling, it was good for of course like closures, like at least trying to see who the fuck was around and stuff. Of course, Jojo knows like whole like healing abilities and using like life matter or to create life and shit. Of course, like to heal people, but of course like it was different. Crazy Diamond was literally like hurt, sucking off Mista in the fucking chair.
You can show that, please. I will say part 5 is probably, to me, the most brutal part. Like, characters get fucked up. Like, they get fucked up. Like the mold from Green Day just like tearing through people's skin and shit. What was his name? Who had Beach Boys? When he got like beat up by Sticky Fingers, just getting cuts into like pieces. Like this is the entirety of Purple Haze existing. Like this is a brutal part.
Yeah, and also like of course the main characters like getting like holes ripped in them by Diavolo stuff.
Yeah.
And then,
like Metallica existing and being like one of the most fucked up fights I've ever seen in anime.
Yeah, getting riddled by bullets and stuff, and of course, like those two dudes that were in the group that Diavolo sent an example of, took each body part and put them into glass containers.
Yeah,
that was also some messed up shit. I mean, because like it's the mob, so like of course when it comes to deaths, you're going to die. You're not dying peacefully. You're dying in a brutal way. That's what he did. With this concept, like speaking upon like villains himself, or like just the villains, or like, protagonists.
Mm-hmm.
Protagonist-wise, when it came to the entire crew, none of them were bad. I think Fugo's option of not joining the crew after the betrayal was a smart way to at least continue something up with the character that's not a part of the crew anymore.
Yeah.
Give some leverage on something else of like what's another perspective, how it would have went if they didn't betray the boss. And then, the antagonists were. I had nothing against the antagonists. The only one I had against was Black Sabbath. I didn't really like Black Sabbath. That stand kind of sucked. Or
was that
Notorious Big?
Notoriously huge, yeah. Notorious B.I.G. was cool for like a bit, and then like Trish kind of existed with her fuck ass stand, and I'm like, I don't want to see this shit anymore.
They just the entire concept of like spicy girls or spicy ladies. I don't remember.
Spice girls.
It's cool. Yeah, she can manifest stuff into rubber. Awesome. I guess her stand was kind of lame. Not gonna lie, I didn't really like her stand, nor did I like her, to be honest.
Yeah.
But being of course like the daughter of like a huge ass like dangerous mob boss, Diavolo himself was a very interesting character. I liked him a lot. He was very mysterious.
I also like the whole I don't want to be seen, and I will kill you if you see my face. I'm not kidding.
Especially the whole split personality. Then, of course, when Jojo and Polnareff were trying to discover who was behind the buying the arrows and stuff, of course, Diavolo ripped a new one on fucking Polnareff and left him on a fucking top of a rock.
Yeah, with no legs.
With no legs and like an arm fucked up.
Yeah.
And, there's just a lot of fucking stuff.
I will say the ending section of like Silver Chariot, I thought that was extremely cool. To basically just switch everybody's body, and now Diavolo is just moving around, and we don't know which person was him. especially reading it was like extremely like cool. I'm like, who's who, you know? But I know the anime kind of made it easier to like understand.
The anime made it a lot more easier. The concept of it, of course, was cool. That Silver Chariot Requiem was like just like a way to just like stall, think of a plan exactly what to do, and of course, Uchara like being smart as shit and like sacrificing himself to switch souls. I mean, he was already dead as it is. So
he was like, "Oh, soul ma die, oh, soul ma die."
He was already dead, but like still, like making that sacrifice to do that to at least give the advantage towards Jojo to retrieve the arrow, and of course, like have that evil ass stand with like no fucking pupils, or no, he did have pupils, just didn't have lids. So like it was just staring mean as fuck, just mean mugging. King Crimson.
Now,
the thing with King Crimson though, because we didn't really speak on Diavolo to be honest.
Oh yeah, we did.
His of course, like I said, like his whole thing about his split personality was really cool. The backstory, of course, where like he of course like he wasn't blinded to marry some chick. It was more of just like he had a relation towards that chick, like because of his weirdness, like him liking frogs and shit.
Yeah,
like he was just like a weird ass kid. And then of course, after his whole marriage and then becoming a boss, he wanted to of course bury everything behind him. But of course, they were able to find the picture of like his wife and use that rock to get an identity about him. And then of course, bro got a hole in his chest after that shit. We don't talk about that.
My bad.
When it comes to design or like King Crimson itself, King Crimson was a great fucking stand. I think everything about his manifestation of behind 5 seconds ahead of the future was pretty fucking cool. It's still one of the most confusing stands that no one can still fucking like do to this day. But it's not entirely hard to remember exactly what it does because, like I said, he's basically seeing 5 seconds ahead of the future, and he's able to manipulate that 5 seconds to, of course, alter it and do something else. His design himself was kind of fucking. I don't like Diavolo's design. I think his pink hair was cool, but his fit was fucking trash.
I mean, he's just wearing like mesh. He's just wearing mesh.
There was concept art of someone else who made a Diavolo where he was wearing like a red, like a really blood red suit, and he had like a sick ass haircut. I'm like, bro, why was that not the fucking design? That looked.
I don't know. Now, let's also rip the band-aid off of part 6. How do you feel about it? Because my thought process for part 6 has changed in a way. At like when I first read part 6, I hated it. I was like, this is just nothing to me. When I first watched it, I thought Jolene was fine, right? I thought Jolene was fine. I thought like every other friend was fine. The friend characters was fine. I thought Poochie was cool. It's just something about your girl. Yeah, it was just something about part 6 that just didn't like scratch the itch in the back of my head that Jojo usually did. I don't know if it was like.
None of it has memorabilia in the parts.
Yes, but looking back at it now, as I did like a rewatch for like the anime, I could say I enjoyed part 6. I don't know, like parts like the frog rain and like Foo Fighters just existing. Like
they're fucking dying.
Yeah, that pissed me off when I first read it. I'm like, you killed the best character. And then I got to see part 6 again. It was like, oh yeah, this is good. Also, part 6 has Marilyn Manson and Limp Bizkit, so that's a plus for me.
They also went to Disneyland.
They did go to Disneyland because they were in Florida.
It takes place in Florida. Of course, yeah, like the whole thing with part 6, I don't hate it entirely. It's just not my part. It's my least. It's like on the last. On my list. Of course, being my second one, being part 5. Because they're low, like they're extremely low, but that doesn't mean I hate them. It's just like they're there because it's not appealing towards me.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's not really towards hate.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. Like for a bit, I was like, do I hate this? No, it's not appealing towards me.
The intro of part 6 was quite slow. I mean, yeah, you're starting in a prison, so there's not really going to be a lot for masturbating.
No, it wasn't slow. Yeah, because I guess she's
yeah, like just like the whole concept of her getting butt ass naked and doing tricks near the fucking like search guard and like masturbating in her fucking prison and stuff, like typical girl shit. So like, though it's a slow pacing thing, and then of course you slowly start to understand the characters, like with Weather Report trying to find his identity, and the little ass kid that wears the baseball uniform of having like certain details.
Wasn't it? Who was the dude with the pink hair who was like kind of androgynous? Anasui, yes. Holy shit! You could tell how long ago I haven't watched Part 6 because I don't remember none of that shit.
Anasui was an okay. His stand was fucking amazing. Being able to use his, he was able to use his stand.
It was Diver Down. It was Diver Down. Yeah.
He was able to phase. He was able to phase through anything and use attacks inside the body to cause damage. And of course, he's able to stick it. So like, stick his foot like inside of someone, and then it comes outside of him.
Yeah.
And his stand was pretty cool. And like his whole character, like quirk was okay. His backstory was okay. Like, yeah, he's wanted for murder, and then of course his whole thing of not taking shit for granted, because I know when Lola's, I think his name is Poco. I keep forgetting his name. The baseball wearing. I think his name is Poco. When he was talking about his backstory here, like he doesn't take shit for granted, but like, dude, kind of horny a little bit, because you know he wanted to marry Jolene like really fucking badly and stuff.
Yeah, he's wildin'.
Everyone else, like Hermes and shit, like I like Hermes a lot. I think her stand was pretty cool.
I do like Hermes.
Being able to duplicate limbs with a sticker and stuff, I think this was cool.
Didn't she put on someone's head and then like make it smash into itself?
Yeah.
I remember that. I do remember that.
I think she did that to Limp Bizkit, actually.
I think so.
Her backstory was pretty cool. I really liked her backstory.
Mm-hmm.
There's really nothing to talk about it. Of course, trying to get revenge for killing someone that was really important to her and stuff. Foo Fighters' backstory was kind of sad because, like, you know, she kidnapped the kid to, you know, be with someone to feel that kind of emotion, you know?
Yeah.
And of course, fucking exploding after the dude got chewed by an alligator.
Yeah, that shit was fucked up.
And then Foo Fighters, of course, taking that corpse and then, of course, joining the crew by drinking water like an idiot. Jolene's backstory was decent enough. I mean, yeah, they killed, some dude killed a guy, and then of course she was involved, and then the case was dropped towards the person because he knew the lawyer personally, and then she got framed for it.
Yeah, that alien ass lawyer she had. Just already show that, please.
Yeah, them big ass ears he had and that long ass forehead.
Like, I feel that Part 6 had the weirdest character designs of all of JoJo. Like,
especially the general of the prison. I keep forgetting his name, but he's the one that has he's the one that has the alligator stand.
Yeah, that nigga looked like pudding.
Yeah, they had interesting villains, but some of them actually had cool stuff. When it comes to Dio's children from Part 6, which I keep forgetting, one of them had the cow print outfit, and the other one that was like blonde and looked dumb as bricks. Yeah, they were okay. They were not interesting. I didn't really care. They were okay. Gucci himself, character-wise, like he was cool.
I will say this. I love Poochie's design. As a black man, I think this is how we should be making black people. Make them black and have like white hair. That looks cool. I think he looked awesome, and I think his stands were really cool too. Eyes of Heaven looks fucking badass.
Let it be known, he killed the most important character as well.
Yeah. He turned that nigga into a CD and he died.
Well, but then of course there was the ending of when he reset at the time, and everyone got slimed out in the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
Just swimming in that bitch. The ending for Part 6 was a cool concept. When of course starting from the beginning with Sea Moon and stuff, and of course liking the parts, and of course making that weird ass green baby and stuff.
Green baby.
Believing in gravity with the whole concept of course reviving Dio and bringing him back to achieve heaven. That was kind of stupid because of the fact that they said they found a bone of Dio, which is fucking impossible since he was literally turned to ashes in front of the Crusaders. That was kind of stupid.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
That one was really stupid. I don't know how the fuck they managed to get a bone of Dio and then bring his ass back just to get slimed out again. With everything else, their backstories with Pucci and Dio I actually did like, because of course they were like being like somewhat political and mostly religious at the same time.
Yeah.
Their whole ways of viewing how humans work, and of course nature and gravity itself, and like believing in heaven and stuff, was cool. That was a pretty, because it's something that's different from Dio, since you know he always wants to like kill the Joestars and like wants to take over the world and stuff. But part 6, they at least like give more about what Dio sees in the world. That's not just killing things and like, wanting to take over. Like he actually like talks about religion and like what are the beliefs, gravity.
No. All right. Do you want to end off JoJo's with a joke?
It was more of just gonna be like, hey bro, but it's cool though because Stone Free is named after Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, that's for true. The final series for this video I want to bring up is Sket Dance. I watched Sket Dance on a whim because the author worked under the author of Gintama's Wing, and they were featured in a Gintama episode, which was hilarious, by the way. Jokes feel so smooth and just weave into the series so seamlessly. Sket Dan, which is comprised of Bosun, Himiko, and Switch, who only speaks with a computer, takes up odd jobs from people at their school, and it's always fun to see how they can help people and make the best out of situations. I highly recommend Sket Dance, but I will warn you, be prepared for some gut punch of emotions later down the series. Like, this show gets really sad. And we are done. Like last video, I will show some series I want to watch or read in the future, so love y'all.
「なくさ